What's going on, fam? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room, family. What's good? What's good? What's going on, fam? It's your man VACAY-J. YouTube, come on in the room. Look, we got a lot to talk about, man. This is the first reactions to episode 9, and I gotta say to all of y'all, man, I don't know how we're all gonna get through without the Shy. All right, this is the second to last episode for the entire series, man. And in this episode right here, there was a lot of deaths. There was a lot of deaths. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. You may not know what I'm talking about, right? But I'll explain. I'll explain. But this is it, fam. This is it. So if you didn't appreciate the Shy before, it's time to appreciate the Shy, because there's a lot of lessons, there's a lot of things, and I think that the Shy helped a lot of us kind of grow up. A lot of us kind of look in the mirror, you know what I mean? So if y'all ready to talk about episode 9, we're going to get into it. A lot of twists, a lot of turns, and I hope y'all ready. Chime in below, you know what it is, man. Let's get into this first reactions. Y'all ready? What's good? I see you, fam. Thank you for coming through. Yeah, man, a lot of proud moments. A lot of, and I say deaths like unalivement, because I'll get into why I'm saying what I'm saying. But I hope you're ready to talk about it. Share this out. You know what to do, fam. Thank you for coming through. Let everybody know we are here, and we're gonna discuss episode 9. How we gonna do it, fam? How are we gonna survive and move on without the Shy? Let's do it, fam. You ready? Let's go.
From the block to the booth, the vision's revealed. We're unstoppable now, and the truth gon' reign. This is legacy in motion. Remember the name. This is VACAY-JayTV, the next level of exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Salute, 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 salute. VACAY-JayTV, next level of exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute, salute. Subscribe right now, hit that bell and lock in with the real. Welcome to VACAY-JayTV.
All right. Fam, let me know how we do. Let me know what's good. We in the building, fam. We in the building to talk about our favorite show. You know, the Shy, man. And this is gonna be something. How we gonna make it through? How we just let me know how we gonna get through this without the Shy, because fam, there's a lot to this thing that a lot of people just may not understand. You know, a lot of people may not understand how important this show is. A lot of people may not understand how important this show is, and we gonna talk about it, man. The Shy, episode 9, first reaction. This camera is tripping. It's all good. It's all good. Man. So y'all ready to get into this, man? You know what to do, fam. You know what to do. First off, I want y'all to rate it. Go ahead and rate it right there. You see it right there? Rate. 1 for fire, 2 for good, 3 for meh, 4 for not feeling it, as far as episode 9. A lot of twists and turns did not expect to happen, but we gonna get into it, fam. We gonna rock with it. We gonna get into it. Lot of crazy moments. Okay, ready to 9? 1 out of 40. You rated it 5. Okay, I see. You you rated a 1 for fire. Got it. Thank you. Tremaine, Scarlett, thank you. Look, I'm gonna rate it at the end. But we got a lot to talk about. Because we did first reactions last night. If you didn't see it, check it out. But we did final predictions last night. And some stuff came true, some stuff didn't. Right? So let's get into it, fam. I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get into it. So we first start off with your man Darnell, one of my favorite characters in the show. Darnell, he is with Emitt. And as we saw in the trailer, they're talking about the wedding. They're getting sized up for the wedding. I guess these are the outfits for the wedding. What do you think about the outfits for the wedding? Cool with it? I don't know. But your man Emitt is like, yo, I got to tell Kesha something. And he's like, go ahead and tell her. He's like, what is it? Darnell trying to press. He trying to press, yo, what you want to tell? He's like, I can't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Pop's like, all right, relax. Can't tell you what it is, but he's like, I gotta tell her. Right? And we know eventually he does what he does. We'll get to that in a minute. But your man Darnell is like, look, I actually found magic trick. I'm gonna get your watch back. He's like, make sure I get my watch back. Right? And he's like, whatever you gotta tell her, it's not really your problem. Right? He's like, well, Kesha's problem is my problem. He's like, boy, you really growing up. You really, growing up to be a man. And we're seeing Emitt become a man. And I'm saying, again, remember I said there was a lot of deaths. There was a lot of unalivements in this episode right here. And what I mean by that, and you're going to see, I'm going to roll it out, but I'm going to start you off. I want to say R.I.P. to the old Emitt. The old Emitt is gone. He's done. He's not here anymore. This is the new Emitt, period. You know what I'm saying? What you say? Oh, I see you. You said what? The suits are fire. Okay, cool. I mean, look, I like the burgundy. I can rock with a burgundy. You know what I'm saying? The green don't really go except for camouflage. But fam, goodbye to the old Emitt. The old Emitt is gone. He's out of here. That selfish, that unaware, that guy that was just like, I'm just going to do me. He's gone. Right? He's gone. This thing making me too close. Come on. Fit me in. Okay. So the old Emitt is gone. This is the new Emitt right here. And I'm proud of this guy, man. I'm proud of him because, he's taking responsibility. But not only his kids, Kesha's kids, or kid, but just as far as his awareness of his responsibility as a man and as a husband to his beautiful bride. Look at Kesha. Oh my God. Look at her. So beautiful. Man, that beautiful brown chocolate woman. Emitt, you a lucky man. And we have watched Kesha grow up. Now, again, the old Kesha been gone, right? After what happened to her, we know, I keep reminding y'all, reminding y'all about, the season 3 when she was kidnapped and everything. After that, like, the old Kesha was gone. Even though she's still a caring person, she's more caring now than ever. But tell me she don't look beautiful. Tell me Kesha don't look beautiful. Oh my God. Jesus. But Kesha's getting fitted with this beautiful dress, but she's right alongside her best friend. And Tiff is looking upset. And Kesha was like, yo, you okay? Like, you all right? And she's like, nah. Like, she's looking at her. She is tearing up. And Kesha's like, yo, I feel you, like Nuck not being here. That's what she said. Nuck not being here, I would be upset too. And I'm like, Kesha, you have no idea. I'm watching this. I'm like, Kesha, you have no idea what she's really feeling right now. You have no idea why she's crying, why she's tearing up. She's crying and tearing up because she knows she did something terrible, and she's like really cringing inside because I know you can't. I know you can't stand Tiff. I see you. She's cringing inside, man, because what up, DeMarcus? Because she knows the truth, and it's killing her. Like, the guilt is killing her right now. It's killing her that her girl's getting married, she's paying for this wedding, and she's the one that unalived the father of her child. It's killing her. What you gonna do? You know? Why don't you tell her the truth, Tiff? I was like, why don't you just go ahead and tell the truth right there? But no, this is not the moment. This ain't the moment. DeMarcus talking about Team Tiff. Y'all agree? If y'all do not agree with DeMarcus with that Team Tiff, y'all let him know in the chat. I am Team Kesha all day. Man, she look beautiful. Yeah. But, you know, she's like, don't worry about it. You know, like, Kesha's still being consoling. But this woman is playing in Tiff's face. DeMarcus, you down with a person playing in your face when they know the truth and they did you wrong? You down for that, son? I don't know, bro. I don't know. But your girl is upset. Kesha's still looking beautiful. Man, this is a moment. This is a moment for them. And is this the moment that Tiff should have just said, you know what, I got something to tell you? Or this is just not the right time? Like, I think she's been past her opportunities to tell Kesha the truth. And that's why this is not going to go well. It's not going to go well. And we know. If you watched it, you already know. If you watched it, you already know. But yes, this show got everybody in their feelings, bro. I'm telling you, this is a wild show, man. All right, so let's go. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts. Let me see. Oh my God. Let me see what this guy talking about, man. DeMarcus, you be wildin', son. All right, let's go. Let me just see. Let me just check the chat. Right. So Tika Deshawn is in the house. She said, I can't stand Tiff. I can't stand her either. That's right. We say Tremaine says Tiffany look envious, right? Envious because that's supposed to be her and Rob. Got you. Again, DeMarcus saying Team Tiff. Y'all with that? All right, Tika saying Team Kesha. I'm with you on that one. DeMarcus says Kesha was very irritating this episode. How, Sway? How? What world are you what TV show are you looking at, bro? This woman just trying to get married, bro. She's trying to hold down the family, bro. Or you just being we know DeMarcus at this point. I think we all know how DeMarcus does, right? He just want to be opposite of everything that kind of makes sense. Got it. Tiff is definitely playing in Kesha's face. Yeah. And if you like that type of stuff, then you down with Tiff. You down with those type of people. I don't F with those type of people. Kesha's very delusional. How, Sway? Explain to me how she is delusional. Again. Tika Deshawn, she says she should have said something as soon as it happened. Exactly. What's up, LaToya? Thanks for coming through. Exactly. Look, me and Tika, that's why that's my homie right there. We on the same page, man. Right is right, wrong is wrong. What you saying, DeMarcus? Here we go. Tiff basically threw a subliminal message at Kesha. However, Kesha, look, if you my best friend, why you sending me subliminal messages? Huh? Why I gotta figure it out? If you my best friend, tell me straight up. Don't give me no damn dilute. Look how close it's getting. It's getting close to me because it's feeling my intensity. If you my best friend, don't send me no delusional freaking subliminal message. Tell me straight up. Yo, this is what happened. This is why it happened. Da. But I think her opportunity is long gone. Long gone. But Kesha still look amazing. Right? Still look amazing. Nah, we ain't biased. We just making sense. We on the side of common sense, my guy. Common sense. It needs to be common. Like, you got to, come on, man. Make it make sense, my brother. Make it make sense. That don't make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Subliminal messages? You want your people to give you subliminal messages. Okay, my guy. All right, so let's go. Next scene. We are talking about, yeah, your girl Toussaint. Toussaint rolling up on Judge Bradley, presenting the file. Now, again, we showed that file, didn't we? We did that yesterday. We showed the file, boom, right here. Look at that. Got the whole DMV. She got that picture from motor vehicles. That's a driver's license picture, right? Got the file and everything. Let me see, what's on there? We got date of birth, probably. Yeah. She's born in when? 71? That's when she was born? I don't know what those. We said physical therapist. She's a physical therapist. What you talking about? They just threw that paper in there. They just threw that paper in there. But yeah, Judge Bradley and Toussaint are talking. She wants a warrant. She wants that warrant just to go in there and find something. And just like I said, and DeMarcus, I think you said it too, that Judge Bradley and her association with Alicia, right? And you see how she was like, no, Alicia did favor that young girl. You know, that's the father of her grandchild and all this and that. So you see there is a connection. There is a connection between Judge Bradley and Alicia and Tiff. And I was surprised, as we are doing first reaction, I was very surprised that she actually gave her the warrant. You know what I mean? Even though she was kind of against it, kind of like, you sure about this? You sure you better find? She's like, you better find something. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to give you this, but I don't know. If this is what you think, she's like, I got proof. I got this. I got that. All right. So that's how she got it. Like, if she didn't have anything, which she really didn't, she just had, yeah, well, I got a reliable source. That's all she said. I got a reliable source. So she actually got the warrant, and it is what it is. So I was really surprised. I didn't think she was going to get it. I thought Judge Bradley was going to give her a problem, which she kind of did in a way, but she ain't really give her a problem. She was just like, kind of like, I don't know. You sure you want to do this? You better find something, because if you don't, it's going to look bad. It's going to look real, real bad. You know what I mean? It's not going to look bad on the judge. It's going to look bad on your girl Toussaint, right? All right. So let's keep it moving. First reactions, episode 9, fam. Chime in below, share this out, hit the like button, hit the hype button if you're watching the replay. It is what it is. Okay, so what we doing? We got that warrant, fam. Man, they ransacked that house. I was like, dang. They went through it. Your man Trig standing there. They going through everything, throwing it on the floor. I was like, dang, man. Don't ever get your house raided. Don't ever get your house raided, man, because it's bad. They take your money. They taking everything. They breaking into your safe. This was crazy, fam. When I saw it, I was like, dang. My first reaction was like, bruh, don't get raided. Don't get your house raided, bruh. You're going to have a lot to clean up. But again, if you rich, like, Tiff is right now, you just going to, have the maids clean it up. But they were just standing there like, whatever. You ain't going to find nothing. We know where the body's at. It's in the back. You looking everywhere but where you're supposed to look, which is in the back. So I was just like, dang, this was crazy to me. What was your reaction to this? Were you like, dang, they ransacking the whole place? I was like, bruh, they just standing there like, yeah, whatever. Y'all could look, but y'all looking in the wrong place. Looking in the wrong place, fam. So I was not surprised this happened, but I was surprised she got that warrant. I really was. I really was surprised. What did y'all think? Tiff was standing there. They all just like, whatever. Right? All right. And there it is right there. They was just like, it is what it is. They ain't find nothing. They just, you lucky. But still, I did not say it. If y'all saw it, didn't I say? Y'all rewind it back. I said, it's a terrible idea that they buried Nuck in the back. Terrible, terrible, terrible. We'll get back to that in a minute. All right. Bakari, boy. Bakari. He's packing up to leave, right? He trying to get up out of there. Like I said, you see, you got the boxes, his boxes right there. You know what I mean? Shot is over there. He's like, yo, where you going? Oh, I'm going to Atlanta. I'm getting up out of here. He's like, why you got to leave? He ain't telling him nothing. Ain't telling him a daggone thing. Bakari trying to be out of here, B. He, And Shy just looking at him like, no matter where you go, you're going to be right there. No matter where you move, that's got some lines, man. Got some powerful lines. No matter where you move to, you are always going to be you. That's real. You know what I'm saying? You can move across state, out of state, all over the world. You still going to be the same person. So if you don't address your problems, again, life lessons in this show that everybody needs to take heed to. No matter where you go, you will always be there. Period. So Shy, Shy been kicking some really dope lines and some wisdom. But Bakari like, I got to get up out of here. Period. Like he's trying to run. You ain't even running nowhere, son. You can't go nowhere, bro. Not yet. Not yet. All right, not yet. So, Shy, man, again, R.I.P. to the old Shy. R.I.P. to the old Shy, because that old Shy is gone. He's gone. This is Mr. Wisdom. This is Mr. OG. This is the OG that should have been, but again, he had to go through other experiences. Now, again, that's a lesson as well. A lot of people like, yeah, well, he should have been like this. He should have known this, should have known that. Look, sometimes people go through stuff and they got to keep going through stuff until they learn their lesson, right? That's the blessing of life. The blessing of life is if you have life and you're going through some hard times, you're going through the ups and downs of life, you're getting an opportunity to learn a lesson, right? And if you don't learn the lesson, guess what? It's going to happen again and again and again. And that's why he said to him, like, no matter where you go, that's where you're going to be at. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're going to be at. Chime below. What are your thoughts on that? R.I.P. to the old Shad. Welcome in the new Shad. All right? Okay. So we got, one of my new favorite couples. We got Riley and Darnell. That's my favorite guy right there, right? Darnell, Riley, they talking. And, they're getting ready for the wedding. They're excited about the wedding. They're excited about this, that, and the third. He's trying to find Magic Trick, right? His job right now is to find Magic Trick to get Emmett's watch back because this lady stole Emmett's watch. Who knows what else she stole? We'll talk about the conversation. But again, I like them as a couple. I really, really like them as a couple. This is like a great, great couple to me. My man got his Bluetooth back. They heard me. They was listening. I was like, yo, where's my man's Bluetooth at? I need that Bluetooth back. But yes, great couple. She's like, let me look up this girl, see if she has any mutuals, see what we can find. See, teamwork. You know what I mean? They working together. They're good for each other. They're patient with each other. They understand each other. And if they don't, they make an attempt to understand each other. That's what makes a great couple. No matter what the shortcomings, no matter where you fall, right? Your partner's supposed to be like, all right, let me help you pick up the pieces or let me help you in this area because you may be weak in this area. Like Darnell, he's on Instagram. He don't know nothing about no Instagram. He don't know nothing about no mutuals because if he did know about mutual friends, then he would have taking that route. He's like, oh, that's a great idea, baby. That's a great idea. Yeah, okay. And she found whoever her mutuals were and got connected. And we'll talk about that in a minute. But what do you think about them? What do you think about them? I like them as a couple. And I think it's going to last. I think Riley's just a solid woman, period. She's just a really solid woman for Darnell. But again, I'm not going to say she replaces Jada. Man, we had a special appearance, didn't we? Oh, man. In the fields, family. I know you was in your fields. We'll get to it. But yes, I think that Riley is great for Darnell. Not a replacement, just someone new who understands and adapts to the situation, right? Adapts to being a helpmate to their partner. You know what I'm saying? Like she is a great helpmate. And I think that's what a lot of people, they help each other. They're staying over the house. They, it's obvious that she needed a place to stay, or she just decided to move in with him. You know what I'm saying? We still haven't gotten that answer. I don't think it's really important. All right, so let's get to the next scene. Family, chime in below. It's your man VACAY-J. We are doing first reactions to episode 9. Chime in. I'm going to get to you in a minute as far as your responses and your reactions. But let's talk about it, man. There we go. Let's talk about it. Shay comes back to get her baby boy, right? But Shay wants to take baby boy back to Pittsburgh. And baby boy Devonte doesn't want to go. Kesha and Emitt are like, yo, he's doing well here. Like he's progressing, he's doing well, and we talked about it, man. Shay don't want that to happen. That's still my boy. He's coming home with me. Look at her. That's my son. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you don't have a say. And on one end, I understand because that's your son. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, yo, he's doing well. And he don't want to go. She's like, oh, did you turn my boy against me? You brainwashed? He's like, nah, he just likes it here. And he's making a lot of progress. Kesha's homeschooling him. Like, again, we talked about the other day with the final predictions. I mean, while I'm like, Shay may be hating, but she has every right. I'm going to say it like this. She has every right as a mother to want her child back, to want to take her child. She misses Devonte. She wants to take him back home. Every right. She has every right to come back. So I'm not saying she's a hater at all. I'm just saying that, they can take better care, and she knows that. And even Emitt was like, yo, why'd you even leave him here? She's like, because he needed his father. He needs stability. That's what Devonte needs. And obviously, you by yourself are not giving him that stability because he's getting in trouble, this, that, and the third. Or you may be working a lot. She may be working a lot, and she can't give him the attention that a full family like this can give him. And like I said, nothing wrong with her wanting this. But she has to do what's best for Devonte. Now, again, I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm going kind of scene by scene a little bit, but we know eventually what happened. We know eventually that she did say, okay, they did sit down, right? They sat down together. They worked it out. And she eventually was just like, she really ain't want to hear what he had to say. She was like, you a boy, stay out of grown folks' business. He said, but it's about me. Devonte was making some great points. It's about me. I should have a say. And even Kesha was like, yeah, he should have a say. Do you think Kesha was overstepping? I don't know. I think she was just caping for him because she wants him to stay. And he's doing great at where they are. He needs a stable family. He needs to be around his dad, around a real stable family. And I agree with that. So let me go to the chat. Let me see your responses to this because I know you probably got a lot to say on this one right here. Let me go to the chat. Thank you for coming through. Let's see. All right. Tikadooshi, she says that part, tell me straight up, she missed the opportunity, right? Kesha was gorgeous, right? Oh my God. Amazing. Right? But you say she not going to tell Kesha. Right. I thought Toussaint going to find Nuck body. Yeah. You know what? I made that prediction, right? I knew she was going to eventually find the body. It's just that the way that it happened, if we saw it, right? The way that it happened didn't happen the way that I thought it was going to happen as far as that warrant and them going into the backyard and all this and that. But again, the way that it was found, great writing. Unexpected. Couldn't predict it. Couldn't predict that the way that, and we're going to talk about that. The police took that money. They sure did. They will seize everything. Now, again, that's the cash just in the safe. They probably got a stash somewhere else. So they wasn't, she ain't worried about it. Those words were powerful, right? I hope Bakari can get away and change. Yeah, me too. Definitely like the new shot. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I like Riley for Darnell. Yeah. Tika says she's having that mother remorse. Yeah, mother's remorse. Yeah, yep. Talk about that. Talk about that, because I know that's real, right? I know that's real. The mother's remorse. The scene gave me boys in the hood. Right. You say I don't think it's over for Tiff. She still has it coming. Oh yeah, she definitely does. Right. What's going on, Kanisha? Sonia, thank you. Well, you said I think the child's mother should hear everyone out, including the child. I think this was done the right way. Yeah, me too. I think again, shout out to the writing. Great writing for me. Great writing. It's to me, it's realistic. Right now again, I'm gonna say that, you know, a lot of mothers probably wouldn't have it. Right, a lot of mothers. Let's keep it real. We're gonna keep it real. Let's keep it real. A lot of mothers would not have it like this. A lot of mothers would not be okay with separating from their child. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Now again, she knows that he's in a stable home. That's why she brought him. She knows he's with Emitt, even though she's like, yeah, you know, good luck on the wedding, you know, da 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 da. And it felt like she was coming from a real scarred and bitter place. You know, her main concern was for Devonte, but at the same time, I felt like she was being a little snarky. And I said it yesterday on my final predictions. I feel like when she heard that he was getting married to Kesha, she was on some like, let me go get my child up out of there, because you know he's a cheater. He probably messing up. He probably being messy. But no, you know, like Devontae's doing well. He's like, Riley told me I need to be responsible, because he's like, yeah, you know, it wasn't Emmett's fault that I took that gun to school. And he was being a responsible young man, which I appreciated. And I know Emitt appreciated that too. He was shocked. He was like, what? She's like, when you start taking responsibility, Riley told me I need to do that as a man. Who the heck is Riley? I told you that's my father's girl. I told you that. You know, so this was very complex, but still, I'm glad it worked out the way it did. And I'm glad Devonte is staying. He got friends, you know, he got, you know, this whole community that's here for him. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to be around the community. And they even try to convince, you know, Shay to move back to the shop. He's like, I know you missing the shop right now, so you might as well kind of just move back, right? So you could be next to him. But I don't know, does he have a job out in Pittsburgh? We don't know all those intricate details of why she really is out there. But hopefully she moves back, man. But she's going to allow Devonte to stay. I was happy about that. Were you happy about that? Let me know. Chime in below. Okay, let's keep it moving. This is First Reactions to episode 9, fam. I'm just loving all of this. I'm loving all this. Okay. Where are we? I think we're right about here. Okay. Here we are. So, fam, as we go through it, y'all let me know some of the highlights that you enjoyed. Here we are. And we are now with the Taylor brothers. We're now with the Taylor brothers going through their mother's stuff. And your man is in his feelings. What's going on? Tiffany TV is in the building. What's good? I see you. I know. You all up in the fields. I know. Okay. So, fam, let's talk about it. The Taylor brothers are going through Peach's stuff. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, really, they're kind of reminiscing on, you know, everything. And look at your man over there. I hope he gets therapy, man. I really hope that Victor gets some therapy, because he really is still upset about everything. Even as she's long gone, you know, Reg is like, yo, why you ain't crying? Why you ain't, you know, like crying the way we crying over our mother? And he just kind of like soaking back. He's still upset about everything. And I think there's a lot on his mind, not just about Peaches, but I think there's a lot on his mind also with the Tiff thing as well. So he got that heavy on his heart. Then the fact that his mother's gone and he has a lot of unresolved issues with his mom and how things were handled and how, I think he feels like he needed an apology for the way that Peaches kind of treated him. I showed the video the other day of Reg talking about the Taylor brothers and what they went through and how Reg was the one that was spoiled, right? Trig was abandoned. No, Trig was neglected, and Jake was abandoned by Peaches, right? So that's why I think he feels the most. Reg feels the most for Peaches' loss because, Reg, they said he was spoiled. He was the spoiled one. Peaches really spoiled him. Well, spoiled him to the point that he went out on the street, but then Peaches started doing the rugs, right? So, yeah, man. I think it was a touching moment for them. And Jake said, remember what he said? Remember what Mama said? Mama said, what? Do y'all remember? Yeah, I remember. What is it? What is it? That we all got to look out for each other. So I think, again, that was a little foreshadowing as to what happened later on in the episode, right? What happened later on, what Reg did, which we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about it yet because I want to hold that back. Again, I'm glad that they came together in this way, but still everybody's handling things. They're handling their grief the way that they handle it. Everybody has a different way of grieving, Unfortunately for us as a people, it always takes somebody to die, unfortunately. It always takes a death in the family to bring family back together. And I asked that question, why is that? Like we be in our feels about each other. Oh, you did this, you said this, I ain't talking to you no more. For years we'll go and let years pass by on us just not talking to each other as a family because of what we said to each other, what we've done to each other. And it always takes somebody to go away, pass away for us to come back together. Now we reminiscing. Now we, you remember this? You remember that? Now it's like that. Oh, my bad. Now it's like, yo, yeah, we need to stick together. This is what mama wanted. Why can't we do that before somebody passes away? I always wanted to know, could we ever get there as a people to say, you know what? I'm not waiting for you to pass away. I'm not waiting for anybody in the family to pass away. We need to come together. We need to reconcile. We need to work things out. We need to, apologize, come together as a family. Always want that to happen. How do y'all feel about it? Chime in below. Let me know. Okay, let me keep it moving because we got a lot to cover. We got a lot to cover. Okay, first reactions. It is what it is, fam. Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this episode. Rate it from a scale of 1 to 4. 1 meaning fire, 2 meaning good, 3 meaning meh, 4 meaning you're not feeling it. All right, let's keep it moving. Wow. A lot went on in this episode. And I'm taking my time with it because I have to. I feel I have to. All right? Okay, so your man Darnell finds magic trick. And she's on some like, yo, times is hard. I had to do what I had to do. Like I thought this was funny. And she turned around, she gave the watch back. But, Darnell's on some real understanding stuff. Like, yeah, I understand. But here it is. She gave the watch back. He's like, thank you. And, I think there was a slight, I don't know, fam. Was there a slight, like, did he flirt with her a little bit? Or did she take it like that? Did she take it the wrong way? Because she's like, what's he say? Like, you could be my daddy. He's like, yeah, I could be your daddy. Whatever, right? She just kind of looked like there was a slight awkward moment in this conversation. But he asked the question. we got a magic secret. We got a magic secret. He was like, yo, I always wanted to know, how did you,
have that, what was it, 12 of hearts, a queen of hearts. How did you have that queen of hearts hit your hip when Emitt pulled it out? She told a magic trick. You ain't supposed to tell a magic secret like that, B. You're not supposed to be telling the secrets of the magic, okay? Because I'm into the magic. I don't do magic. I wish I could, you know what I'm saying? But I was always intrigued by all the people that do magic, okay? But she turned around and told Darnell the secret. She said, which I was just like, yo, that's pretty genius. She said that all the cards are the same card. I was laughing. I was like, that is crazy. That is funny to me. That's funny to me. So we got the watch back. We good. Get your thieving ass out. She's like, can you give me a 5-star? Darnell, like, you lucky I ain't see you. To me, I'm like, you lucky I ain't see you to the police for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just stealing it. He's like, if you stop robbing people, then maybe I'll do it. But you robbing people with these magic tricks. Like, get up out of here with that. All right, let's keep it moving. Ah, man. Bad news bears. Here they are. Bad news bears. Smitty on some like, yo. Well, really, Big Mike, like, yo, we need a new supplier, man. We need a new supplier. You know what I'm saying? Like, the well is running dry. They're not making money. They don't got no product to move. And he's like, yo, I told you, Smitty, not to cut her off. He's like, yo, I had to cut her off, man. I can't trust her. And then your man Big Mike on some like, yo, I know somebody that sells old prescription pills. You know who we talking about, right? He's talking about Jordan. Man, Smitty like, yo, get on that. Make it happen. He's a terrible boss. Like, how you cut off your supply before getting a new supplier? Terrible, bro. Terrible. You a terrible dude. You terrible at what you do. You just kind of popped in position and you cut off. You should have at least like got some supply first, then cut her off. Like, got the supply, sold it, had some, you know what I'm saying? Like, get as much as you can before you cut off your supplier. Again, this is not power. This is not power. Smitty is not good at what he's doing because, as we know, Smitty got arrested, right? I'm kind of speeding up now. Smitty got arrested. And when I saw this pic, fam, we're going to talk about that so we can get that out of the way. When I saw this pic right here, I'm going to bring it up real quick. Here it is. When I saw this press pic of Angela, right? That's her name, Angela and Smitty. And I was like, yo, is it over for these two? And I asked that question on Final Predictions. I had no idea that she would go and bail this bum out. You know what I'm saying? Just making the wrong moves, got arrested. He approached, and again, I'm speeding up. He approached Keith. Like, yeah, I heard your girl selling this, that, and the third. And she's like, she's out of that business. He's like, you speak for her? He's like, nah, but she's out of business. So I think he may have, I don't know what he did, because they didn't say what he did to end up getting locked up, but maybe he went to the hospital to go talk to her, whatever, and then they called the police on him and got him out of there, and then he got locked up. But turn around. Real quick, we're going to knock this out, because I was kind of like, Smitty gets arrested. She takes Hannibal's money and uses the emergency money to bail this bum out. I was like, are you serious, B? You, like for real? Are you I don't know about this move right here. This was like a whack move to me. It was kind of weird to me. I was like, why would you do that? I don't get it. Why would you go and bail? You really like him that much that you gonna bail this man out? Like, come on, man. That's crazy to me. Crazy. All right. Let me speed up a little bit. Keep chiming in below, fam. I see you in the chat. I'm gonna get to you in a minute. Of course, if you want your joint highlighted, go ahead, send that super chat, and I'll definitely get to it ASAP. All right. We know that Jake and his girl, we talked about that real quick. Jake and his girl, he's like, yeah, you should kind of pause the party. And he's like, don't tell me what to do. I grieve different. I want the party to go, period. And she's just like, all right, I'm just trying to look out for you. All right. So let's talk about this. Bakari consoles Lene. And he's like, yo, are we going to be okay? And, you know, Lene is scared. He's like, we're going to be fine. Tiff ain't going to do nothing, right? All right, so let's get to this. Now, we didn't know who Tiff was going to pull the strap out on, right? We had no idea who she was going to pull the strap out on, right? We got this picture from the trailer, and a lot of y'all said it was Bakari. And some people said Toussaint, some people said whatever, right? We was kind of like trying to guess who could it be, but it was Bakari. You know what I'm saying? And they approaching him or having him come to the house because you know why? Because the police ran up in there, ransacked the place. So of course she's like, yo, come over to my house. We need to talk. And he's like, yo, Bakari's like, yo, I ain't taking the rap for something that you did. You see how confident he looked? He like, I ain't taking a rap for something that you did. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna do nothing. Like, he coming with he is calling her bluff. Well, guess what? She like, I ain't taking a rap for this. Pulls out the strap. You know, he's like, you gonna do it? Trig is like, yo, put it away, man. Come on, stop playing. Put it away. Tiff wants to want to be gangster and hit your man. Like, all right, look, you might as well take me out right now. He calling her bluff. Like, you gonna do it? Then do it. Go ahead, Tiff. What you gonna do? Your man Bakari's a G. He a little G. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what y'all think about this, man? Your man was calling her bluff. He's like, yo, go ahead and do it. You got it on me. Go ahead. It's on my chest. Go ahead. Try to take me out. What you want to do, Tiff? You gonna do it? Then do it. You know what I'm saying? Pop off. You know what I'm saying? You want to be Frogger? You want to leap? Then leap. What you gonna do? Leap. Let's go. So, I mean, are you happy that he was on that? I mean, are we with that? Your man is now like, put that away, sends Bakari away. And she's like, you don't call the orders. And he like, I do now. Now, with him saying that, is he saying that because, look, it's getting too crazy. She's in kind of wild with the blicky. Now she thinks she can just use the blicky to just like intimidate everybody and just have, you know, people do what she want them to do? Yeah, she wilding out, B. Tiff is bugging, B. Whoever says Team Tiff right now, you're bugging. Because she's bugging, okay? She is tripping. She's lost her daggone cotton-picking mind, bruh. All right? Okay. Conversation with Angela and Zuri and Keith and Jordan, and you know, they just talking about monogamy, da. Okay. I mean, that was, you know, Keith calling calling out Angela on some like, yo, you sleeping around and you talking about men and this, that, and the third, but you sleeping around and your husband, you still married. So enjoy, you know, he's like, yo, Jordan is all I need. Okay. That's nice. Nice storyline. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's see here. Family channel below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your reactions to this. All right, let's go here. Here we are. Oh, again, Angela bailing out Smitty. Wild work. Okay. So we got your man Emitt, and he's dreaming about his mama. I was all up in my feels with this one. I was surprised to see Jada, you know, and he dancing with his mama. Come on, tell me y'all wasn't in y'all feels when you saw this, man. The boy dreaming about mama. I was surprised to see Jada, yo. I was very surprised, and great montage, man. Great just display right here of just him missing his mama. You know, it made me miss my mama. You know what I'm saying? My mama's still here. You know, shout out to Mama Brown. Mama's still here, but it made me miss my mama, man. It yeah. It was, I could say, man, it was tough to see Jada go the way that she did. You know, not just for Emitt, but I think all of us who kind of grew up to see Emitt. Look at it. Crazy, man. Definitely was caught off guard. Definitely was like, I was not expecting this. This was an episode that I did not expect a lot of things. Like you couldn't predict. You could predict none of this stuff. Okay. But here is the part that I was like, yo, whoa. Bruh, be honest. Tell me y'all ain't shed a tear when you saw Jada like this. Right? Cutting the flowers, your man dreaming of his mama. She's like, I've always been here. You know, I've always been here right with you. Gave him a flower. Man, come on, man. Bruh. Tell me y'all wasn't in y'all feels when y'all saw this. She looks so beautiful. Look at Jada. Look at Jada, man. And I didn't think this was going to happen like this. You know, I'll be watching it early in the morning when it comes on. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be into my bed. And I'm just like, wow, this. So he's like, look, Ma, I need advice. She's like, what, son? She's all like bright. What, son? What? I'm always here. Like, you know, like she's like an angel. She's like angelic in this right here, which is great the way they did this. Like, what, son? I need to tell Kesha something. She's like, well, go ahead and tell her. Like, it gets no better than that. Well, go ahead and tell her. You know what I'm saying? Here, take this. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. Go ahead and tell it, Emitt. Go ahead and do it. Don't beat around the bush. And again, we know this is like his subconscious mind. You know what I mean? We know this is a dream, but some people believe that in spirits, right? Some people believe that your folks are still with you. See, my pops passed away. Sometimes, you know, they say that your folks are still around in spirit, like your grandparents, your parents, you know, whoever you lost. But out of this dream sequence, your man is awakened. He wakes up. Kesha wakes him up. She's like, what's going on? Because he all, he's talking in his sleep. And she wakes him up. And he gets up. He's like, Kesha, got to tell you something. Family, the question was, I'm going to bring it up. The question was, how will Kesha react to this news? Because we know what he's going to tell her. That was the question. How will Kesha react to the news? Oh, boy. So your man goes ahead and he tells Kesha that Tiff took out Nuck. Fam. Her reaction, of course, was expected. I was expecting her to react in this way. I was expecting her to, you know, be like, how long have you known? Why didn't you tell me sooner? You know what I'm saying? I was expecting that to be her answer. Of course, she's going through her mind. And were you expecting her to be madder or more or angrier than she was? Were you expecting that? I was kind of expecting that. I was expecting her to be like, nah, you know what, why you hold this back, and kind of blame him and go into all of that, all the feels on that level. But she was balling, man. I would be too. But, you know, she was mad at him because it's like, yo, how could you not tell me this? Shout out to Burgundy, man. Burgundy with all the tears, and she just, man, shout out to Burgundy doing her thing. But your man was on some like, yeah, I knew for about a week. She's like, how could you not tell me? You know, like it feels like a betrayal, but at the same time, he's like, yo, I promised Trig I wouldn't tell. And she's like, oh, you putting Trig over me? Like, she's just going through all of the mental, emotional processes of how a person would think, right? You would think like you should tell me. You about to be my husband. You should tell me what's going on first. Like I should be first. But he was like, yeah, I'm sorry, you know. But she was balling out of control. She was balling. She's like, I gotta go talk to Tiff. So was this reaction? Well, I'm gonna come to y'all right now. Was this the reaction that you thought we would get from Tiff? Let me come to you real quick. Cause she was, yeah, okay. Let me come to y'all. Okay, here we go. Man, I'm taking my time with it. I know, fam. I'm usually out by now, but this was some serious stuff. All right, let me bring y'all in. Let me see what y'all got to say. What is your reaction? What do you say? Tiffany says, I was happy Devonte was able to stay. Yep. You saying Team Reg, okay. What's going on what's that? Foreign. Okay. Thank you for coming through. Sounded like the episode 10 trailer screaming like, yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I got the trailer and I got the pics from the trailer. We're gonna get to that at the very, very end. All right. We're gonna get to that at the very end. Okay. You talking about Reg? Okay. You talking about what I'm talking about? Okay. Tika said the scene was everything. The brothers connected despite their issues. I think Victor didn't get the closure that he deserved between he and Peaches, so he's grieving, but a little angry. Yep. All right. Shout out to my guy, DeMarcus Vaughn, with the super chat. He says, Pops will marry Kesha and Emitt. Okay. Thanks. All right. You said you give it a 3. Okay. For Matt. Okay. Episode was a solid one. Okay. Definity says, Darnell said, let me make sure she ain't take my Bluetooth. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. I was happy to see that Bluetooth back, man. And for him to be like, yo, let me make sure. I think Lena Wave, shout out to Lena Wave, man. I know you listening to me. I know you be hearing me when I'm like, yo, I need that Bluetooth back. And he's like, let me make sure my Bluetooth's still on my ear. Thank you for reminding me of that. Magic Trick is no different than Tiff. Okay. How, Sway? What are you talking about? The markers be coming out of nowhere. Darnell definitely flirted with her. He did, right? That's what I thought. All right. Smitten. Kanitra. Smitten can go too. He has no clue how to run anything. Exactly. He said, I like how Smitty tried to punk Keith, however, didn't. He always tried to punk somebody. This is the same thing that he tried to do with Reg, and Reg was like, all right, so what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? I get mine. I take my blocks. You take your blocks. And he was like, okay. He ain't doing nothing. Kanisha says, speaking of power, yeah, I know about that. Okay. All right. Bakari handled it like a G, though. Yeah, he wasn't scared. Yeah, good for him. All right. Shout out to my man, DeMarcus Vaughn. With the $5 super chat, appreciate that. He says, Angie and Hannibal in an open marriage, just like Tiff and Emitt was, and Smitty should have, what? Cairo in his plug? Cairo. Okay, got you. Trig knew he needed to reel her in. Yep. Team Tiff. Kanitra, this was an emotional moment. She says this was an emotional moment, but I knew at some point he would think about her. She would speak to him. Okay, you talking about Emitt with Jada. Yeah. Whew. Man. All right. Tiffany says the flashbacks went crazy in this episode. It sure did. So Darnell told Emitt that he would see Jada in a dream. No. Okay. It was a beautiful moment. Yep. I definitely remember the feeling of losing my mom, then dreaming of her. I definitely shed thug tears. Yeah, I know. Shout out to you, Tika. Thank you for sharing that. Should I predict that? Yeah, Reg. You talking about Reg? Turn this off. Okay. I knew Kesha would be upset about Emitt and telling her, but the reaction with Tiff was unexpected. Yeah, I thought she would go off on Tiff. Yeah, I thought that too. It was very mature. It was a mature thing, that way that she did it. Kesha was wrong for having Emitt fire Bakari. Okay, you said that. Said that before, bro. It was expected the Kesha to be angrier than she was, but she needed to apologize. Okay. Kesha's a hypocrite. How? What's up, Missy Music? All right. Glad Kesha got answers. Glad she didn't go too hard on Emitt. Love the scene. Yes. I love the shot. Absolutely. Love the shot. Love the shot. All right. All right. So let's get to some of the highlights, man, because we are definitely going deep into this, fam, because this was a deep episode. This was a deep episode, right? With a lot of twists, a lot of turns. Okay. So let's get to that. I want to go ahead and get to that confrontation, that discussion. With Kesha and Tiff. I want to get to that discussion. Let me see. Where is that? Because she immediately went to her, right? She ain't waste no time. What is this? This is... Okay. I got that. Okay, here we go. Here we go, fam. Hit that like button. Share this out. First reactions, episode 9. All right. Man, she was pissed. She was. Here we go. Oh. I was expecting a little bit more, though, when it came down to Tiff. Did you want them to fight? That's what I want to know. Did you want Tiff and Kesha to brawl? Did you want a, WWF back and forth between Tiff? She's like, I had to do what I had to do. He took out Rob. And Kesha's on some like, I'm done with you. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you. Can you hear me? I don't want you in my life. I don't want you to have anything to do with this wedding at all. Don't pay for nothing. I don't want you to do nothing. I mean, she handled it in a mature way. As a mother, as a woman. And they showed a lot of the flashbacks, right? They showed, this is what they did. This is what they showed before they had the conversation, right? Them being girls and them having a baby shower and they, you know what I'm saying? And being in for each other, all of that good stuff, man. This hurts. This hurts. And I'm glad they set it up this way where it's like, yo, they been there for each other. They was at odds. They was dancing with each other. They was there as girls. Like, how do y'all ladies feel about that? That your girl that you've been rocking with for a long time, been there, right by each other's side, turn around, take out the father of your child and play in your face. Kesha asked the right questions. Did you do it? Did you pay for the wedding because you felt guilty? No, but she said, I paid for the wedding because at least one of us needs to have a dream wedding. No, your ass felt guilty. And you know it. Guilty as hell, guilty as charged. Man, to see this with the flashbacks, fam, it just deepened the hurt and the pain for you to feel it. Did you feel it? Because I felt it, bro. I felt it. I was like, dang, do y'all remember them back in the day? Do y'all remember all of this? And for it to come down to this, where she's like, you're done. You're dead to me. Get out of here. I don't want you in my life no more. Oh, she was hurt. She was so hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you did what you did. And I think, fam, let's just be real. I think if Tiff would have just been straight up, right, and said, look, this is what happened. I'm sorry. I did this because this, that, and the third. They could have they would have had a fallout, okay? But they could have had at least a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it would have been a fairer conversation. She would have definitely kicked her out of her life, right? She would have definitely been like, yo, stay out of my life. Get out of here. I don't want you around no more. I'm done with you. You You know, like this is it. So is this it? That's the question. Like, will Kesha, because you know how Kesha be emotional, but I don't know if she gonna forgive Tiff for this right here. This was just blatant disrespect. It was blatant, like, bruh, you unalive this person. I asked you 1,000,000 times what happened to Nuck. You playing like you don't know. Yeah, nah, this is unforgivable. Do y'all feel it's unforgivable what Tiff did? We understand the reason why, but still the fact that you didn't tell your girl and she been asking 1,000,000 times, that's hurtful. Now you playing with somebody's emotions. Now you just a terrible person. You just, yeah, this is bad. This is bad. And even Emitt was like, yo, this is all effed up. I don't know what to do. He's like, I don't know what to do. This is all messed up, man. I'm just telling you now. Because my mama told me in a dream. You know, so yeah, man. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right, keep chiming in below about this, man. Let me know your feels about Tiff. The only person saying Team Tiff is DeMarcus, so we already know how you get down. Right? Okay. Jake goes right after Tiff almost got locked up, right? Here we go. This was wild to me. This bugged me out. I gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this. This again, unpredictable. I couldn't predict this, fam. Couldn't predict it. So, right after that, your girl Toussaint shows up. And she is arresting Tiff. Tiff is giving the baby, you know what I'm saying? Giving the baby to Trig. Like, yo, take the baby. You know, they putting handcuffs on him. You know, and right here's the moment that he's like, I gotta do something. You holding little Rob in his Burberry sweater. I mean, not sweater, blanket or whatever. Burberry, that's rich stuff. And your man says, I did it. Oh my God.
Oh my God!
I did it. Take me in. I'm the one that took him out. She's like, you sure? I'm the one that did it. Ah, fam. Fam. Were you expecting this? This was wild. I was like, what the hell? Here we go, Trig, with these freaking decisions. What are you doing, bro? And they take your mans away. We got to talk about this. I was like, bruh, what are you doing? You know she did it. Why? Now, we all know, again, I'm speeding up a little bit. We all know he's like, yo, she had kids, you know, and this, that, and the third. Fatima goes to visit him. You know, Jake says, you got to go do this. You owe us. You owe me. And they do a whole, collage montage of Reg and Jake in their moments, right? I'll pull that up, a little bit of that. But what did you think about this? Were you mad at Trig for taking the rap for that, right? And then Jake goes to Reg, yo, we got to do something about it. And then they start showing all the old pics. Jake fighting and Reg being there and Reg kind of, telling him what to do. And look at little Jake right there, you know what I mean? And with the strap, like all of this, that. Reg giving them stuff. You know, there was a scene where old Reg was in the bathtub. He had it wasn't even like a bathtub. It was like a little blow up bathtub. But yo, Jake says, you owe me. And we kind of know what he did. But give me all the thoughts on this. Trig trying to take the rap. Jake going to Reg like, yo, we got to do something. Mama said we got to protect each other. Wild work. Wild work. I was mad at Trig. Understood. Yo, she got a baby. He holding the baby. He like, I ain't going to take care of this baby. He's probably like, I can't take care of this baby right here. I did it. Send me to jail. Send me back. It's like, bruh. Like, this third time you in jail, bro. I was kind of mad at him, but I understood why. I understood why he did it, right? So that whole montage, and we know that Reg made the ultimate sacrifice. He made the ultimate sacrifice. So are we team Reg now? Let me get to that. We're going to talk about all of that. Just chime in below, fam. If you want me to highlight your stuff, go ahead. You know, send that super chat over. But are we team Reg now because he made that sacrifice? Because, yeah, it was a major sacrifice. He knew he had to do what he had to do. So let me come to y'all real quick. I know we running through everything. We running through everything. I know I don't usually go this long, but there's a lot. There's a lot. It's loaded in this one right here. Let me know your thoughts on this right here. Okay, let me go to chat. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. Affinity says, that's how you know the love was good for Tiff when she didn't even try to fight Tiff. Yeah. The love was real for Kesha. Right. DeMarcus says Kesha was being over dramatic with Tiff because how could Tiff not be in Kesha's life when EJ is Emmitt's son? With Tiff, Kesha is very delusional. Bro, make it make sense. That don't make sense. How is Kesha delusional? Explain, bro. That makes no sense. Your best friend unalive your bait, the father of your child, and then plays in your face. Okay? Make it make sense, bro. Whatever you got in your mind, make it make sense, because Kesha's not delusional. She's dealing with the reality that her best friend pretty much lied to her face and unalived the father of a child. Come on, bro. It's really that simple. Kanisha says she did not do it out of guilt. Remember the engagement party? She said, I owe you. Shout out to my homie Trees from Shade in the City. Kanitra, two things can be true at the same time. She was guilty, and yeah, she owes her. So two things can be true at the same time. Yep. Tiffany says it's the fact that Tiff was dropping hints about what she did leading up to this. Yep. Tiff basically was telling her without telling her, all the while smiling in Kesha's face. That changed everything. Exactly. That's the act that is unforgivable. You know, you knowing the truth, you throwing hints, or as the market says, subliminal messages, but you're supposed to be my best friend, and this ain't supposed to be the way it is. Like, bruh, you need to be arrested. You need to be under the jail, because this is like, you not only killed Nuck, you killed our relationship by doing this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we understand your reasons, but still, you could have just told me. If I'm Kesha, I'm like, yo, you could have just told me the truth. Y'all being real about it. No, we not. Tiff can't be out of Kesha's life because of EJ. Whatever. EJ not even around, bruh. Come on. EJ is with his grandmother. She don't need to be there. Tiff don't need to be in Kesha's life because EJ not around no more, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Try again. All right, Kanisha says, Tiffany finally has her kid for once while she getting arrested. Go figure. That's funny. Okay. Tika says, Victor's downfall is trying to save everybody. Yeah, he got that savior mentality, right? And that's exactly what Fatima was saying when she went to go visit him, right? We speeding up. Fatima's just like, you can't save everybody, man. I wish you would just save yourself. Put yourself first for once. You know what I'm saying? Mitchie just says, I was mad at Vic for that. Yeah. You know, noble move, but come on, bro. Like, you going too far. Trig got that savior syndrome. Yep. Just like if you ever watched All American, Spencer had that same thing, and they talked about that too. Mark, here we go. DeMarcus says, Tiff should have called Dolly, her mother, when Toussaint arrested Tiff. Toussaint didn't arrest Tiff, bro. Toussaint arrested Trig, because Trig said that he did it. Come on, bro. Come on, come on, bro. You my brother, man. I'm trying to give you an opportunity. Come on, bro. You know this. Tika says, I was hoping for her to go to jail, even if it was just to be booked because she really thinks she's Alicia. Okay, Tika, I feel you on that. Definitely shot Reg, sacrificed himself for his brother. This is the new Reg. Again, another death, another unalivement. The old Reg is gone. The old Reg is gone. Okay, here we go. Reg finally listened to Jay. Yes, he did. I agree with you on that. Okay. Kanisha says, yes, I was mad at Trig, but Trig is also a fool. She constantly uses him. Yeah. Yep. Missy Music says, I think if they actually investigate the DNA, we'll say Tiff and Vic, but I still think it's over for Reg. Well, you know, your girl Toussaint always wanted Reg, right? And when he robbed Alicia's place with no strap and was able to get bailed out, I think Toussaint kind of like let it go, or she got her son out. Whatever way, like did they ever address, and you know, you guys are real fans, we're all fans of the show. Help me remember. Did Toussaint ever get her son out of jail? Because that was the whole reason why she was getting, you know, information on Reg to find Reg and to get Reg to prove that her son didn't take out whoever, whatever. Did she ever get her son out with the whole Reg thing? And who got locked up? Remind me, because it doesn't come to him. Saying things don't make sense must be trending. No, it's what you're saying doesn't make sense, brother. And as your brother, I have to tell you, just the same way Jake is keeping Reg accountable, the same way we keeping people accountable. I got to keep you accountable because some things you're saying is just not making sense, bro. But you my man. You still my man. Toussaint did arrest Tiff. However, Victor said, bro, she didn't get arrested. You said, again, we trying to make it make sense, bro. You said Tiff should have called Dolly when Tiff got arrested. That's what you said earlier in the chat. She didn't get arrested. She's standing here. Yeah, she got handcuffs on her. But why should she call Dolly? For what? She got the baby. He took the rap. He's in jail. That's what I'm saying. Make it make sense, bro. Let it flow. All right. Anyway, let's keep it moving. That's you still my man. You still my man, though. You still my man. You still my mans. You know what I'm saying? You still my guy. All right. Let's keep it moving. I'm just gonna talk about the highlights, man, because we over. I'm gonna talk about the highlights, man. Reg took the rap. Gotta talk about this. Wait, what's this? Yeah, Fatima's seen him. Yeah, you got me. Fatima tells Trig, you got me. Pick yourself. This was a touching moment, fam. This was touching. This got me. Got me a little something. I gotta admit, it got me a little something, man. Okay, I'm talking about Bakari and the center and the boys. Oh man. Man. Devonte is reading Bakari's book, man. Come on, man. They reading the book. Bakari in the background. Bruh. Crazy. Full circle moment for Bakari, man. And they reading about, you know, Bakari talking about his story and what he had to do and how he felt and all this and that. And they are kind of connecting with the story. He's like, yo, man, that's a real story. That's a real, you know, real dude, da-da-da-da. Riley's like, would you like to meet the author? And Bakari was sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And he rolled up on him and actually had a conversation like he's finally getting his flowers for what he wrote. You know what I mean? And I again, all the feels, fam. All the feels here. Your man getting his props for writing his book and how it's really touching these kids and how it seems to be a real story for them that they can connect with as far as being in the streets. You know what I mean? So shout out to Bakari, man. And shout out to Riley, man. Shout out to Riley and Darnell for giving Shad the house. your man was crying his eyes out, boy. Yes, crying his eyes out. And man, this was a crazy episode. it was a lot. It was a lot, man. It was a lot. It was a lot. Come on. Tell me it wasn't a lot. Tell me this wasn't touching for you. Tell me that it's like we thought Bakari was doing it. We know Bakari was doing it so he can get out, so he can get away. So, you know what I'm saying? So he can just have another life and get his stuff together, just try something new. And, you know, he was definitely inspired by, you know, the teacher, the professor, whatever. And, you know, it didn't go as well as he thought it would because he thought he was just going to sell books, get out from under, didn't have to work for, you know, Nuck or everybody. You know, he just wanted to get out of the game. But for his book to impact the children, the kids, the troubled kids, powerful, man. Powerful. I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. All right. Let me see what else stood out. Let me just see real quick. What else stood out to y'all? Chime in below. Just chime in, fam. I'm just going through it. And it was a lot. It was just a lot. This episode was a lot. Oh man, it was a lot. I can't front. They start showing pictures of, oh yeah. They got the whole montage with Tiff and EJ and all of that. Man, it was a lot. It was a lot, yo. It was just a lot, fam. Y'all watch the show. They just showing a lot of old footage of Tiff and them, right? Okay, we covered that. We covered all that. Okay. The Shy conversation, we got that. Okay. So let's get to this. The final part. The final scene right here, which was like, wow, as we wrap this up, family. As we wrap this up. The ultimate sacrifice and salute to Reg. Salute to Reg. Goodbye to the old Reg. Hello to the responsible, the stepping up as a brother, and telling Toussaint, you know what? You're going to let my brother out because he didn't do it. And she like, well, you know how I know you ain't just saying that just to get your brother out. And I don't know how he knew. Maybe Trig told him. Maybe Tiff told him. Because Tiff is still out, right? But I don't know how he knew exactly where the body was. But he said, I'm telling the truth because, and I was surprised, he said, because I know where the body is. So she's like, And then they go and get the body, fam. I was like, yo, pull the body out of the ground. Your man is still got the clothes on. It's fresh. Like, let me see. I think I got a pic of the head wound, right? It's still there. Man, oh man. I was like, wow. Wow. Like, it has to be what? A couple weeks now? No, it got to be at least a month since all of this went down, right? Because Emitt said he found out, he knew like a week. Okay? So, yeah, man. Your boy, Nuck, get pulled up from the ground. Reg is taking the rap for all of this. And he's going to do time for his brother, who he's really doing time for Tiff. Really doing time for Tiff, but they pull up the body, fam. Jeez. Shout out to the cinematography with all the lights and the way that it looks. All of that, fam. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this, fam. Thank you for rocking with your boy. You already know. I'm gonna go ahead and rate this. Man, what an amazing episode. So, of course, I'm gonna rate it a 1 for fire, fam. Of course, I'm gonna rate it a 1 for fire. Wow. 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 Fire. I should give it double ones, an 11, because wow, man. It gets no better. Like everything that we some things we predicted came true. Some things we predicted didn't come true. All right, let's go. Let's wrap this up. I'm gonna play the trailer for the final episode. Family, the final episode of The Shy. The final episode. Can you believe it? The final episode of The Shy, fam. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But I'm going to play the final trailer, the trailer for episode 10 of The Shy. And then I got the picks for it. Going to briefly talk about it. And then we out. Let's go.
I can't believe this day has finally come.
Life is about choices. Some choices make our lives better.
You ready? Been ready.
While others come back to haunt us.
Every step has led to this moment.
This is it, fam. This is it. Final episode, final season, series finale. How do you feel? I'm asking you now, but we're going to go through a couple of picks from there. I'm going to do a what's next video, definitely for episode 10. And then next week, myself and Isnels from Shade in the City, we're going to do the final predictions for the final episode. Your boy, he's ready. I'm just thankful that the wedding is still on. I'm thankful that the wedding is still on. I'm thankful that, Darnell is there for his son, right? I'm just thankful that this is all coming together the way it needs to, right? It's all coming together. Kesha's ready. Let me pull them all up here. Here we go. Pulling them all up, all the picks. Kesha's ready. We're ready. Are you ready? Are you guys ready for this final episode? Can you believe it? You know what I mean? Because, we all had our ups and downs, our love-hate relationship for The Shy. You know what I'm saying? A love, dislike. But it's going down, fam. Reg's doing time. Tiff shows up to talk to Kesha. Look at Kesha like, what the hell are you doing here? Why are you up in my face? Why are you knocking on my door? Tiff looking guilty as hell because you guilty as hell. You know what I'm saying? Your man looking at Desiree like, yo, come on, shorty. Papa finally got Kenya the way we always wanted it to be, right? Sometimes, sometimes the journey is not it's not straight, right? The destination is not always straight to get to, but hopefully with faith and with forgiveness and with understanding, you get to the destination. So these guys, they're coming together for this wedding. Kesha is ready, right? Look like she did not take that dress. She gave everything back to Tiff, right? She look like she gonna get another wedding dress, something simple. Somebody, maybe it's Jada's. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's Jada's. We see Devonte riding the bikes with the new big three, right? And we're gonna talk about this too. We're gonna talk about this most likely in our final predictions. We'll talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Season 1 versus season 8. You know what I'm saying? Who do you prefer? We're gonna talk about that. Yes, somebody said it earlier. There is a scream in the trailer. Sound like somebody got popped. We got shot at the wedding. Your man Trig is out because Reg definitely is serving time. We see him, he's serving time. He's upset. Man, look at her. She looking like, can you forgive me? She's like, hell nah. Hell to the nah, never, never, ever, ever. I don't know. I don't think that's what she's saying. But I think this scene right here, she's looking. Emitt is hugging Devonte. There's got to be Devonte. Something happened. Something drastic happened. Do you think, and again, we'll talk about what's next. We'll talk about final predictions. I'm not doing predictions now, but they are showing Bakari at the wedding. Next thing you see is your man Shad looking like something is wrong. Okay, and then you hear screams. Okay, this is going to be a pretty intense, and we're gonna take our time with this one. This one is gonna be something, fam. It's gonna be something. All right. So here's some picks, and look, stick around, and I'm gonna do my what's next video, episode 10, and then I'm going to do that live. So family, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Let me go to the chat real quick. Get your last words in here. Thank you for rocking with your boy, for real. Bakari will sell his book in Atlanta. Okay, I hope he survives. Affinity says, I was looking to see who was cutting onions at the end of the episode. Yeah. I know you were. Super Warpath says, episode 10, we're smoking on that Bakari pack. Yeah. Super Warpath, I think you're right, fam. I think you're right because it's looking too good for Bakari. Somebody has to pay for Ronnie. Somebody. And we hear the screams, we hear Pop. All right. DeMarcus says, Papa will marry Kesha. Yeah, you said that earlier, bro. Okay. Okay, because since he stopped smoking. Yeah, that's right. You reminded me. Thank you, bro. Say no, Bakari will survive and make it to Atlanta. That's your prediction. Okay. He says Otis should never got unalive best villain in the series. I would have to agree with you. I would have to agree that Duda was the best villain. Absolutely. You rooting for Bakari? Got you. Okay. He said F Bakari. Okay. You want that revenge for Ronnie? I feel you. I feel you. Everything is leading to this. Just so you know, and I'm just saying this right now, most likely the surprise is going to be Kevin is going to show up probably with Markeisha at the wedding. Kevin most likely should be showing up. Most likely. We say it was cool seeing Neva. Okay. You say, yeah, Trig told Reg where Nuck was. Yeah. Most likely he did. Yep. Because he went to see Trig, so yeah. Which Detective Cruz made an appearance this season? Okay. You couldn't watch it, yeah. He says, I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. How did he know where the body was? Yeah, if he was in Tiff's backyard, she should still go. You still want her to go to Yeah, she should. But again, Reg ain't gonna let that happen. Rashad could have patients get Reg out of prison for not eliminating Nuck. Could, possible. If Bakari survived, maybe Lene dies of her or her sister. Why? Why would you want that? Okay, I see where you're going. I give it a 1, all right? It was a lot. Yeah, it was. Let's see. Finney says, no, I can't take it. I don't want it to be over. I know. I'm with you on that. Where's that screaming coming from at the end? We're going to find out. We gonna find out, fam. We gonna find out. We will see. All right. Angel in Denver says, thank you, Vacay, for all you do. We love you. Love you too. Love you too. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. It's a lot. It's a lot, fam. I'm just talking with y'all, man. We're gonna talk it out together. What's going on, Chanel? She says, I'm scared we might get a few unalivements on the finale. I just hope it's not at the wedding. I hope it's not, but it's kind of looking like that, right? If any place it would probably be there. Yeah. Great show as always. Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany TV. I appreciate you. You know that. That's my great friend, Tiffany TV, man. We are great friends. Going on 10 years. 10 years. What's up? What's up? You said you're scared. Yeah, I know. I know you scared, fam. I know, but this is it, fam. First reactions for episode 9. Get ready for episode 10. Get ready for my What's Next video. Look out for the What's Next video. Definitely watch that, support that. You know what I'm saying? Like that when I drop it. Probably sometime this weekend. And then next Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, myself and It's Nels from Shade and City. We're going to do the final predictions. Get your predictions ready, fam. Get it ready. I know. I know. I feel you. I see all y'all with all the feels, fam. Trust me. We're going to do this together. We're going to get through this together. Get ready. Because it's going to be very emotional, fam. So I hope y'all ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all ready for that. Hold on. Let me do this.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Let me know you can hear me. I hope y'all ready for that. I hope y'all ready for that, cause honestly, fam, this thing gonna be very emotional. So just get ready. I'ma hold you down. I'ma hold you down with this, cause it's gonna be something. And I just want you to brace yourself, cause I may do what I did with Raising Canaan and a couple other shows. I may do a therapy session after episode 10. Cause we gonna have to work out all the emotions that's gonna come after this whole season, the entire show is over. And fam, I'm working on it. It's just a heads up, I'm working on it. And I'm gonna reach out and see what the availability is, because after this series ends, I have been, I'm not gonna say promised, but it has been said that I may have the opportunity to interview the great award-winning creator of The Chi, Lena Waithe. So I'm going to reach out very, very soon to her and see what we can arrange. Maybe we do it live. We may do a pre-record. But I'll let you guys know as I'm working on it. All right, fam. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man. This is it, fam. This is it. I'm going to see y'all next time in the next live event. All right. Keep your notification bells on. Shout out to all my Vacay VIP members. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to everybody taking us over 22,000 subscribers. I'm going to see y'all in the next live event. All right, family? Love y'all. See y'all soon. Peace.
Yeah. VACAY-J. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the love, every like and every vibe. Hope your holiday's joyful, peaceful, bright. May your dreams come true and your future shine. So tap that like, tap the hype. Hit subscribe, join VACAY-J life. Be kind to each other, you never really know what someone's facing deep down in their soul. VACAY VIPs, MVPs, Vacay fam worldwide. Salute. See you in the next one.